Welcome to the Tilted Halo, the place for women of faith and leadership who know that we're not perfect, yet boldly lead anyway. Whether you serve in ministry, business, or life, this show is here to encourage you, remind you that you're not alone, and help you lead with confidence, gratitude, and God's grace. Now, let's get started. This is Kathleen, obviously, and as you can tell, I'm not in my normal location. I am visiting, and as I record this with family, and I'm recording this episode, a short little piece, in response to a comment someone made about a recording I did a little while ago, starting to talk about being a caregiver for our parents. And the comment was requesting some conversation about boundaries. And that's a big topic. So this is going to be just a slight taste of an introduction to that topic today. And I will have more to say about that as we go along. Boundaries when dealing with our aging parents or with anybody who we are a caregiver for, it's difficult to navigate. And one of the biggest aspects of boundaries is our availability and time. And they go hand in hand. And there are times, especially when thinking about older family members or parents or someone of that kind of generation to us, that their sense of time is different than ours. And so they have a need, and as they age, often lose the ability in the sense of planning ahead. So there's the phone call. I need X, or I have an appointment, a doctor's appointment. I need you to take me. And it's like, the expectation to drop everything and do this. And that becomes even more difficult when you live in close proximity to this aging parent. And the expectations then are that you're available to do these things and to be there, sometimes at a moment's notice. And that's when we need to set those boundaries and say, I can't drop everything. If you're still working, you've got work responsibilities, you've got family responsibilities. Those issues are very real and can't expect to just forget about all of those things to do what a parent or someone else might expect of you or ask of you. And so to communicate clearly and then to ask questions, to schedule as many appointments and to know when they are. So hopefully you can work around that schedule and to be prepared for it. Yes, things come up. That's obviously true. But it's important to do the best you can to set a schedule and let your aging parent know, these are days when I can be there. These are times when I can be there. Has to be mutually agreed upon things. If you go with someone to a doctor's appointment, to set the next appointment, if there is going to be one, hopefully at a time, when you can be there, or at least far enough in advance where you can arrange things if it's important. If you're the healthcare power of attorney or healthcare person for that aging parent, then to be there with them and to set those things far enough ahead of time when that's possible. things get a little more complicated, if that's even possible, when you don't live nearby. And, if it's an hour's drive or 2 hours or 2 days, then things get more complicated and have to arrange for other people sometimes to be there, or appointments to be far enough in advance where you can really rearrange things. And then it's not just a matter of a couple of hours, but it may be a whole day. It may be a couple of days. And to help communicate that with the person you're caring for, that, you've got things on your schedule. You need to be able to prioritize time when you can be there with them in a way that hopefully is mutually agreeable, or schedule things out far enough where you can rearrange things to be a little better. It's not an easy issue. And like I said, this is scratching the surface, and I will go into things a little more deeply. But even when you're visiting somebody, there can be, like I am right now, visiting with my mom. And when she thinks of something, that's when she expects me to be there, to be helpful with something, to do something. And it may not be what she originally said she wanted or needed to be done. It changes. So there needs to be a lot of flexibility. And think about your own expectations of what this relationship is supposed to be like, what you should or should not be expected to do, what you feel is reasonable or not reasonable. You have to think through those things for yourself, as well as dealing with the realities of the requests and the timing and the expectations of the person you're caring for. So, like I said, this is just beginnings of talking about the issue of boundaries. And I will do more at another time, but this is just kind of a quick little short video and longer than I thought it might be, to begin this conversation. Again, I welcome your comments about this and any questions or other ideas that you would like me to touch on in other videos talking about caregiving for aging parents or other people who we may be a caregiver for. So until the next time, blessings and peace to each and every one of you. You've been listening to The Tilted Halo, for women of faith who know we're not perfect, yet boldly lead anyway. If today's episode encouraged you, please like it, share it, and leave a comment. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss what's next. And for more tools, resources, and encouragement, visit me at KathleenAPanning.com. Until next time, keep leading boldly with faith, gratitude, and God's grace.